This is a B104.7.com exclusive. I am Chris here with Johnny Woods, who's going to be playing in Manhattan coming up here in the next few weeks at Arts in the Park. Johnny, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now, you're kind of new into the music scene. You just really kind of jumped in 2020, which is
Yes, sir.
that's a great time to get started in
Very
this.
good. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
So I'm just a blue collar boy from Yukon, Oklahoma. I've worked in the oil and gas industry pretty much my whole adult life, and I've loved music ever since I was a child, and started playing guitar when I was around 12 years old, and started writing music when I turned 25. Took a little bit of a break, and then COVID decided it would be a smart thing to try to do this. So that's a little bit about me, and I feel blessed to be here and blessed to do what I get to do and share my music with the rest of the world. So
That's awesome, man. Man, that took a lot of guts to, jump from oil and gas into music. How's the journey been for you so far?
it's been great. I think it's also been a little rough. I hate when people are like, man, it's so awesome. To be honest with you, I feel like that anyone that's in the entertainment business, we're all a little messed up in the head. It's like we're gluttons.
I won't disagree.
So, but it has been really good, and I've met some really great people along the way that have helped me and have encouraged me along the way, and I couldn't be more grateful. So.
You opened up for some pretty big names when it comes to the Texas music scene, like Randall King,
Yes, sir.
Corey Kent, who's blowing up all over the place right now, man. You
Great
kind of built a lot of buzz in a short amount of time.
Yeah, those guys. I think that it's important in life. I think this goes with anything, is to just be yourself. Be a great hang and be a help to people that you're around. And whenever you get those opportunities to meet those people, do the best that you can to support them and what they're doing, and not make it about you, and just create true, genuine friendships. And that's what I've done with some of these guys like Corey and Randall, and I still talk to those guys quite a bit, and very thankful for them to give me a shot to do what I do. So
Fans have also taken to you pretty well. Your shows are always look like they're so energetic.
We try to keep it as energetic as we can. I love to write sad, slow songs, but nobody wants to sit around and listen to those. So we try to keep a minimum of maybe 2 slow songs and try to get the crowd involved in it. And that's the most important thing. Whenever you're out, people want to see that you're having a good time, no matter if you're having a bad day or what's going on in your life. They want to see, they paid money to come see a show, and you want to give them something that they're going to remember it by. So that's what we always try to implement when we play a live show. So.
Well, you've got an EP out, put it out in 2021. Hard to find. Got a few songs off of there. You put out a few singles since then too.
Yes, sir.
Got a full-length album on the way?
Not quite yet. It's hard as a emerging artist or someone that's trying to make something, to come out with 10 or 12 songs and hope that everyone listens to every one of them. So I think that's the.
And it's weird the way people have changed how they consume music anymore. You look at Blake Shelton, and he's kind of just moved to releasing singles whenever he's got something he feels like releasing, and that's kind of how people consume it now. Like the full-length album is almost a rarity, it seems like.
It is very rare. I think, if you have a name, like, Cody Johnson or, any of those guys that have been around that have a great fan base following, I think that's a perfect time to put out a full-length album, because people want to listen. You want to get to that point, and I think that's a goal for me. I want to, get to a point in time in my career as a writer and an artist that, whenever I have an idea or a concept, whether it be a full album or a song idea, people are willing to say, like, yeah, I want to hear what Johnny has to say. So
cool. Well, you're coming up on June the 9th, Arts in the Park. Free show, by the way, out at Manhattan City Park. Out at the Larry Norville Band Shell. Obviously, you're just here solos, acoustic, but like when you have a band, how many pieces in your band?
We usually have 5 to 6 people in our band, depending on how big the stage is or what we've got going on. But most of the time, it's 5 to 6 people. We've got a fiddle player, me playing acoustic, 2 electric guitars, you know, and the rhythm section with bass and drums. So they're great musicians. I could not do what I do without those guys and girl that help, you know, make Johnny Woods what it is. So
That's awesome. You're also going to be back up in Kansas at the Kansas State Fair in September.
that's great. We're definitely excited for both of these shows. You know, being from Oklahoma, you know, going to a whole different, you know, different state can be really tough, you know, for someone that's just starting out. And Kansas has been really good to us, especially, you know, Wichita.
I was looking ahead at the schedule for the State Fair. You missed opening for Rob Schneider by 2 days.
Oh man, I've always said if I don't ever do this, I would give stand-up comedy maybe a whirl, you know?
Oh, you're going to play a song, at least a song for us.
Yeah.
What you going to play?
I want to play my new single. It's called Me or Tennessee. We just released this last month, and it's a song that I wrote. My fiddle player, we're on the way back from a show in South Texas, and she said, "I've got a song title for you." And she said, "Me or Tennessee." I really like that. And so from Alice, Texas, all the way to the border, I wrote this song in our van, and it's become one of my favorites. It's a song about an ultimatum. You know, if your special partner has ever given you an ultimatum before, that's kind of what this song is about.
All right. Well, here on B104.7.com, it's Johnny Woods, Me or Tennessee.
The phone rings, it's 2 a.m. on the highway where I'm going, and your voice don't sound like turn around. So keep running. I can't tell what's wrong, but feel that heartbreak goodbye coming on. Yeah, it's coming on strong. A 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mississippi, counting on the miles, praying you still miss me. But I think you're too far gone. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chasing me, can't kill the pain with fireball whiskey or a sad country song. Well, the words I read, the time stamp for 403. If you're reading this, it's me or Tennessee. The flashbacks run through my mind every red light that I'm passing, and I guess you finally had enough. So you're leaving, but you say that it's best that I move on, 'cause there ain't nothing left. There ain't nothing left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mississippi, counting on the miles, praying you still miss me. But I think you're too far gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drinks and me, can't kill the pain with fireball whiskey or a sad country song. Those words I read, you thought would set me free. But I'm thinking this, me or Tennessee has got a hold on you like it's got a hold on me. I think it's time that I make you see what you really mean. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Mississippi, driving back home, praying you still want me. I'll be driving all night long, and I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Liberty, running on the fumes from the fire that's in me, and a prayer to praise your home. Those words I read, they brought me to my knees. I need you more than I need Tennessee. Tennessee.
Awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Again, Johnny Woods, he's going to be at Arts in the Park on June the 9th. Free show there in City Park. Make sure you come on out. That's sponsored by the Art Press Fund and Manhattan Broadcasting.